storm chase. We were on dirt roads. We hit a fence. This is storm chasing. But Tuesday looks big again. So we'll see you then. Thank you very much to the mods. Thanks all to the members, and welcome all the new people from around the world. Um, we'll see you on Tuesday. Never stop chasing.
Next scan here does look like it's wrapped up on one side, but this other bit of the rotation might be pretty weak into the east of Shreveport. So hopefully that continues to be the case. But these storm systems altogether, they alter the atmosphere all around them, so they can make their own conditions if they want, and that's why we see these spin up tornadoes quite often. So again, if there is a tornado warning that comes through for this, I wouldn't be surprised. It would be for southern Webster County into northern Beanville or Bineville. Not county, parish. They always get me with that. I've been doing it good all day today, and then finally I succumbed and said county instead of parish. There it is. Oh, man. So down the line again, Gippsland, Arcadia, Oak Grove, Bryceland, Mount Lebanon, and Louisiana. Great idea to be indoors. Bienville. Thank you. Bienville. I was wondering if somebody would come through with that. Perfect. Appreciate it. Yeah, happy to cover today's event in any way. It's been good. Glad I've been able to do all this. Does look like we're really losing the severe threat though. For the most part though, a storm system like this mesoscale convective system right in here. This guy right here is these are self-sufficient for a lot of times. Self-sufficient means that it will continue on its own for quite some time. So way down the line, it could still be posing a strong thunderstorm, risk all the way along Interstate 20, possibly moving further south to including Winnsboro in Louisiana. So these self-sufficient, strong storm complexes is what you like to call them sometimes. They can last a while. I think we did have one brief tornado today. We did have a confirmed tornado warning, yes. And that was back over near let's see, near Cossie, Texas, and Thornton. That was a while ago though. So there was one brief tornado today at least, which is good. I'm really glad we got the lower end of that, right? We got the lower end of the threat today. Always happy to see that. So I believe we've been on for 3 hours, 48 minutes. We got a little bit of time to go yet. The error is human. As long as I can clarify, we're all good. We got some time to go. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be prepping for Tuesday. I think the hardest part for me in terms of Tuesday is that I want to make a video about it so we have concise information and something that, is easy to go back to. But in order to do that, I have to work really hard tonight. So this live stream, while it's difficult work, the hardest part is going to be that video, unfortunately. So, but I think I want to do it. It's good to cover what's coming up. Ryan's already made a video too, which is great. Back in there on Tuesday, you should be fine in Temple. You'll be good. You'll be good. Much further north and east is where we'll be focusing on the southern mode. So, chat, let's talk. Let's talk a little bit. What do you guys got to say to me that isn't just asking about your specific location? Since we're down to 2 severe thunderstorm warnings, those are where that's what I'm looking at. So, anything from y'all? Anything from y'all? I see that we're approaching 100,000 subs. Yeah, I wish I could see that better on this live stream area. But thank you all for doing as much as you have to help this stream along. I remember back when I started working with Ryan, like he would get 20,000 viewers or so, and then when I'm talking for 10 minutes, he's taking a break. It goes down to 15, and now we're almost able to get 15,000 on just on my own. It's absolutely awesome that y'all are here. Y'all are here and are able to relay this weather information. We've done so much in the past year, so much in the past year. Midas is doing fine. He's real loud though lately. Goodness, that cat. Yeah, we could talk about. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. This is wicked. Let me show you this. So this is the Weather Prediction Center's forecast. This is for Tuesday. And I see something here. I called this the 4 horsemen. I'm gonna put this in my video, I think. We've got a fire risk down here in this gray hatched. We've got a severe threat over here in this severe thunderstorm. We've got freezing rain possible here in the red blue hatched, and heavy snow back here. It's like the 4 corners, 4 horsemen of weather here. And this intense. This is a heck of a storm system that would do something like this. I thought that was really interesting just to see this on a 1-day map. So this is today's. That fire risk down there is persisting for quite some time in eastern New Mexico. So yeah, it's a lot to look at here. But just some unsettled weather tomorrow. Heavy snow in Wyoming, western Dakotas for tomorrow. And just wet, very wet in the Pacific Northwest. This storm that's going through Tuesday and Wednesday is coming from the Pacific Northwest, not California this time. So
a new tornado warning has been issued.
Okay. Well, let's go back and look and see what's prompted that warning. It is, in fact, something that looks really concerning, but I know that's not accurate. So this new tornado warning here has actually managed to spin up right into there. That's what we were talking about. As long as that... oh, no. As long as that doesn't happen, then we're good, but it has actually managed to reconnect. We have a really narrow band here of inflow, and it's managed to sneak its way in there. So hopefully, I was hoping it would be really low, but unfortunately, there it is. So new tornado warning there. This is not a debris ball. At least I don't think it is. It better not be. But it is possible that this is no. This is a scam here. This is hail. It is not a tornado debris signature. You think you're so sneaky, Storm. All right, so that tornado warning includes much of Malam County. I think it's only in Malam County here. So Cameron, Minerva, please be in your shelters. Our rotation is up here in this general area. This is a hail core. This is not a tornado doing damage. I don't think it is, at least. I really hope it's not. So we're seeing a little bit of hail in the rear flank of this storm coming down. Yeah, that is a scam right there. That's a scam. Not a real tornado. They're trying to get us there. Little bit of hail showing up, but that is large hail all the same, so still dangerous. Milam County, thank you. Milam County. Been saying that like 7 times today. Yeah, we could play the loop through. So there's that supercell. Kind of fell apart a little bit there, but now it's reorganized here, and you can see it. There's our new tornado warning. So a little bit of reorganization happening. Strong storm, all the same. This will probably be the one we have eyes on for a while tonight as we go through. This is a GR2 analyst. That is that. Gibson Ridge, if you need to spell it out. Bossier, the storm should be out of your area. It should be out, but you might have another one or two coming through. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm sorry, I missed a lot of the chat questions. I just started, do I cover hurricanes? We'll see about that when we get into hurricane season. Other countries' weather, I do that occasionally, yeah. My first few videos, I talked about Canada, I talked about the UK, Western Europe, from time to time. Flowing with knowing what's going on and flowing with it in the now casting scene is the best way to deal with storm anxiety, for sure. For sure. Because, the precursor to that, what justifies that is it's better to know what's happening than to not know that something's going on in your area, that something might impact you in terms of severe weather. There's a reason this stuff exists for y'all. The social side of meteorology is to protect lives and property. That's why we do this. So it's better that you know. Knowing, unfortunately, incurs storm anxiety. It just does. But it's better to know that it's going to happen. And then to quell that storm anxiety, you use the resources that you have access to, which I'm happy to be a part of those, resources to be able to help you all out. Now, you look for a lot of things on radar to know there's a tornado. It takes, I've looked at tens of thousands of storms, so it just takes a lot of experience. Happy to rep, Paul. Thank you, Paul Morgan. Oh yeah, the awards behind me, these are Weather Challenge trophies for forecasting excellence. I like the Weather Challenge a lot. However, I don't have time for it anymore, unfortunately, with this job. These are tornado warnings in pink. Severe thunderstorms in red. This is the default for this program, and I like it better. Minden, Bienville. Thank you. How do you, as individuals, help after a tornado? From afar, from abroad? Helping after a tornado is, it's difficult. But, Ryan, for the past few events, has set up the All Squad Fund, in which he can use that to immediately distribute large amounts of aid to places that are impacted. And we're seeing that now. We're going to see that up and coming as well for Sullivan, Indiana, that was impacted on Friday. And Wynne, Arkansas, several places. So that's one way to help it. We're trying to offer that we are offering that as a very solid way to have a massive and more immediate response. That's at least more unprecedented. I'm 25. Ohio on Wednesday, you definitely want to be looking out, be prepared. Multi-mode weather is possible. We could see supercells in Ohio on Wednesday. It's definitely possible. I'm watching Central Texas right now into Milam County. Chaser feeds down, probably. We're getting into the nighttime hours here. I've got them up, but we were able to get some valuable stuff from the Chasers today. We had Zach and Frankie and Brian Allen today. We will be streaming Tuesday and Wednesday as well this week, more than likely. More than likely. So there we go. Nothing for San Antonio, nothing for Austin, Texas, thankfully. Look, we got the bats starting to take off. You guys know these down here. We got the bats. The bats are starting to fly off here in and around Austin and Round Rock. Watch them take off there. Look at that, near Round Rock. Watch the bats. There they go. Bats are taking off this evening. They show up on the radar. There's a lot of them. Iowa City on Tuesday. Be weather aware. Tune into the streams. All severe modes are possible for you. Thank you for the support, y'all. A name for a storm cell? I don't know what you mean by that. What? Indiana next few days, Tuesday into Wednesday is what you want to be paying attention to. Like all severe weather is possible on those days. It's going to be a strong storm. Lower Michigan on Wednesday. Lansing, you might be a little west of the primary severe risk. It's going to be Detroit on Wednesday into southern and southeastern Ontario. Is this tornado legit? I don't think anything is ongoing right now in terms of a tornado at the surface, but there is one possible. So Cameron and Minerva here in Milam County need to be taking shelter in Texas. No, I don't think there's going to be any more storms back here today to the west. I think we're done with that. Yeah, let's go back to the I-20 storm 2. We're going to flick back and forth. These are our last two storms today. that are significant. Except we could be seeing things start to ramp up back here. These are traveling through much of the same areas, so a similar environment to what just happened. So now we've got severe thunderstorms back in here that are going to approach Shreveport again. I-20 storms still pretty powerful as it heads up towards or through Arcadia, Ruston, and here in northern Louisiana. And then I guess we could call these I-20 storms as well, near Ore City. Not seeing any significant rotation in here. At the moment, these are still looking like damaging wind threats. But this one, since we saw stuff happen near Marshall, Texas earlier here in Harrison County, I bet this one's going to be worth watching here. The one over Ore City. Dropping some hail there at the moment. So we might have to watch this one pretty closely because it's strong, mature, and we saw some really concerning signatures over here. So let's keep a close eye on this one too. Omaha, Nebraska on Tuesday might be just on the edge of a severe risk. Might be just on the edge of it over there. So be paying attention, but I think it's going to be just to your east. Have I ever chased? I did a local chase once east of Minneapolis, but I'm going to go chasing in middle to late May. I'll be in Oklahoma and all around there for over 2 weeks. So I'll have content from that on the channel. We'll see what I can find out there. If I can make a live stream work, we'll certainly try that out here as well. Or maybe I'll just stream for Ryan. Thank you, Amy, for all the help. Thank you, mods, for the help too. We're not done yet. I'm concerned about this Ore City storm. Tornadic conditions in the atmosphere are still in place. Ann Arbor, Wednesday's tornado risk is a little bit elevated. Ann Arbor, Detroit, we're watching there. It's a little far out to tell you, but we have an area of concern over there. Southwest Indiana under a severe thunderstorm watch right now. Wish I had an easier way to look at that. I do on my phone. Right now? Or are you talking about Tuesday? I think you're probably talking about Tuesday. Nope, I have not. That Andrew Hill Weather Kid video is not me. Different Andrew Hill. Hope he's doing well, though. I didn't live in Illinois. A flooding risk on Tuesday? Yeah, maybe. Right now on Tuesday, we have marginal risks for excessive rainfall from the Weather Prediction Center, so a lower end threat for flooding. On the news? It was on the news? Or are you watching that YouTube video? That is not me. Middle Tennessee upgraded tomorrow? Tomorrow? I don't think so. Middle Tennessee probably won't even see storms tomorrow. Ore City heavy hail? Yep. Taking a look at that right now. We're pretty concerned if it begins to wrap up. That's going to head towards Jefferson, Texas, and Marion County. I know. I saw that. Everybody gets recommended that video. It's so strange. Yeah, that's not it. That's a separate place file, Andrew. Separate place file for our GR2 analyst. So locate a place file, not archive, but a list of place files. There's several resources for that. CC drop, correlation coefficient, this product on the radar, whenever you see this, if we see blues and greens where we expect a tornado to be, or where large hail is, like back in here, we see some greens here showing up. This is where all the hail is over Ore City. Somebody just reported that in the chat. What that means simply is the blues and greens here and the yellows means that things are less uniform. So a raindrop, every single raindrop over here is going to be more uniform. When you have small and large hail showing up, it's not the same size. The radar sees that, and it's like, wow, here's an algorithm, and bang, it's not the same. So when there's a tornado and debris is being kicked up, it's not going to be the same size. I can tell you that. A 2x4 is not the same as a dirt speck. So that's why we see those signatures show up. One way to use the radar. Meteorologist Andy Hill. Okay. I don't know if I don't know. Will that stick? Here. Meteorologist Andy Hill. Absolutely happy to help on Friday in Murfreesboro. Nope. Nashville should be removed. Should be further west on Tuesday. Wednesday, though, you might have some storms move through. So a little bit. Everything is a little bit west on Tuesday in the southern area. So not even Memphis might be in the higher risk, the higher end risks down there. New York City, maybe late Wednesday. Little Rock, Tuesday. Be watching. We really are going to cover Little Rock in depth because that's a vulnerable area. Still watching this one near Ore City, Texas. Pretty concerning threat over here. The weather so far, not too bad today. No, I'm not from Illinois. I'm from California. Anything in North Alabama Tuesday? No, it'll be Wednesday. We got some artifacts going on. People are like, oh my gosh, rotation. This is not rotation. I've had 1080 HD the entire day today. Ohio, please pay attention on Wednesday. And also Ontario, southeastern Ontario, Wednesday, you want to pay attention. Detroit, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, in New York. I followed the storms in New Jersey last night just a little bit. Sorry I wasn't streaming for that. I'm one person. Ryan's another person. It's tough to do every single day. Ventura, yes, Barbara. I want a home weather station, but I'm in a townhouse, and you guys know how bad and stupid the homeowners associations are, or like these local areas that just you can have no poles, you can have no appendages sticking out of your deck, out of your front porch. Like, let me just put a weather station there, man. It's not gonna hurt anybody. Huh. But I'm probably just gonna do it anyway. I'm just gonna put one there anyways because it's weather data. Yeah, townhouse moment. And those homeowner associations. All right, let's go back and look at our tornado warning down here into Milam County. It looks like it's falling apart again. Bunch of hail, though, falling along Highway 190 toward Cameron, Texas, in Milam County. Radar artifacting, the data is sensitive. Like, beams are pulses of radar beams are being constantly sent out. They're all small, and like the data has to be very heavily altered to even make sense once we're looking at it here. So it's all put through algorithms, and even still, it can just show a bunch of garbled stuff because if beams are going out, bouncing between everything, and then coming back in various intervals to the radar, it's tough to actually know exactly what's happening. So the fact that we can even get it this well defined is honestly pretty dang cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Tempest. Ryan, you can find that on Shop Ryan Hall as well. Hope you're all doing well too. This is our active tornado warning, last one remaining at the moment. But we're also concerned about eastern Texas and around Ore City, and that could ramp up again. Louisville, Kentucky may get some storms on Wednesday. Looks like you might be removed from some of the severe threat at the moment. Yep, I'm from Ventura. There are no tornado watches are issued on the day of, ahead of time, hours ahead of time. Means conditions are in place on the day of. So we'll see. Yeah, Natchitoches in Louisiana. I've learned a lot, but there's always more to learn about pronunciations. Where would I have positioned on last Friday's chase? That's a great question. I would have been maybe in Iowa City. I would have liked to catch that. I definitely would have been in the northern mode, not the southern one. So I would have tried to get to that one storm that had a couple of tornadoes go through the Keota area in Keokuk County. Keokuk County. There you go. Remember it. Learn them all. The Delaware tornado, unfortunately, was fatal. So I always have a way to receive warnings. Unfortunately. That was yesterday. Always have a way to receive warnings. 80 to 90 degrees, finally warming up over there. Springtime's coming through. Very good. All right, there's our considerable severe thunderstorm for this one over here, approaching Jefferson and Marion County, Texas, toward the Louisiana border. This is where we're looking, northwest Louisiana, and northeastern corner of Texas. So this is in place now for golf ball size hail. So this is primarily for hail. Lots of hail just went through Ore City, possibly another round near Gilmer and to the south. Winnipeg getting 10 inches of snow for winter storm watch. Dang. Thank you for the support. Yeah, I'm happy to help as many people as possible. So on Tuesday, we'll be talking about the risk in depth. Both Ryan and I will be streaming. Okay, that's Tuesday, April 4th. More than likely, I think I would like to stream on Wednesday as well. April 5th, I'll be clearing out the schedule so that if it continues to look like a day of an enhanced risk from the Storm Prediction Center and also concerning risk into southern and southeastern Ontario, I'd like to be there for that. Of course, I like cats. A cat and dog person. Oh, really, Cosmos? Interesting. Maybe that's where that guy went. Went to your south by 10 miles. Yeah, it's always so difficult to go offline because on Friday when I did finally end the 14-hour stream, 5 minutes later there's another EF3 tornado that touched down around Hazel Green, Alabama. So I can do the best I can do, but like things can just be so fast. And unfortunately, that one was fatal too. And I feel horrible that I wasn't able to cover it. I was there 5 minutes before it. You never know. Like it's just terrible. Like you always have to have another way to receive warnings though, just because like there's only so much we can do. Gilmer, Texas is right here. Thank you for the contribution. It's going to be nasty there for just a few minutes. I probably won't do anything about rating tornadoes. I care more about the humanity aspect. A good channel I'd recommend, though, is Carly Anna WX. She focuses a lot on the humanity aspect and, why tornadoes were rated the way they were. She's my good friend ever since I worked with her. Still close friends with her. Carly Anna's great. You guys might remember Carly. She's still working hard on all those projects. I'm going to keep the red and the pink on GR Analyst for the warnings. Yeah, I did absolutely as much as I could on Friday, but nobody's perfect, and even though I missed those at the end, that one more good one at the end there. I don't know the rental rates there. So probably not any good though. Yeah, Carly is great. Carly is great. The Carly on Ryan's stream now, that is his sister. Different Carly. Just as great. Wonderful person to work with. Can I link you? Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Give me a second. I can definitely do that. Because Carly is great. Thank you all for still being here, hanging out, while we are in the last few warnings here for today. This is Carliana in the chat there. That's 30-second delay, but you'll hear me say it. That's the link. My name highlights, so you know who I am. I forgot about the delay for a second. There you go. There's her channel. West of Gilmer, they're moving east. This direction. Here, I'll play the loop for you. That's a better idea. You can see the storms in action. European and American models on Radar Omega. The European model is just run by a different group of people. It's a global model. The GFS is a global forecast system, another different model. So we pay attention to both of them as they both have their own biases and output, and we can make conclusions as a result of that. Across Wisconsin on Tuesday. Yeah, the risk can extend all the way to the north, even as far north as La Crosse. So probably some gusty winds are going to pass through that area. Ruston, you guys are out ahead of the storm. There it is moving towards you. Just about over Arcadia right now, getting loud there. Damaging winds moving in. Storm's looking like it's fizzling out just a little bit, but it's still going to be pretty strong when it gets to you. So you're next in line, Ruston, 5-10 minutes out. Monroe, let's see here. Monroe about probably an hour out, 45 minutes out. There in northern Louisiana. This is our I-20 storm. It's tracking along just like we thought it would. The I-20 storm. I have no idea what you're talking about, Jules. Okay. Yeah, Ryan decided not to chase on Tuesday. Both of us will be live on Tuesday. Eastern Pennsylvania good on Wednesday. Probably late in the day, you might see something then. Honestly, remains to be seen how storms evolve on that day. ECMWF is almost always known as the best in terms of accuracy. It's a 4-dimensional model, so it's also, I mean, it's just it's an impressive model. But it has its own biases and it has its own resolution issues and so forth. So just in the forecasting business, what I spit out to y'all is just interpretations of that. Yeah, Ryan should be streaming. Absolutely, Mary. Happy to help. Hardly rained. That's good. Yeah, Hazel Green is shocking 5 minutes after, but it can spin up just as good. We saw a few of them spin up just that fast on Friday, so. North Mississippi. Yep, this storm right here will probably, North Mississippi. You're fine for now. The storm's going to move east across I-20, though. These are self-sustaining systems whenever we see them like this. This could last all the way through Vicksburg and Jackson into Mississippi, maybe just north. It's just probably going to be a strong storm when it gets there. All right, let's go back to our active tornado warning since it's still in progress here. In Milam County. It really looks still like some garbage. Again, it's going through a cycle here again near Minerva. South of Cameron here, so it's taking more of a southern path. So out ahead of this thing in Texas, we're looking at down to Caldwell, Texas, Benchley, Texas, Hearn, Texas. All along here could be the extended path, maybe a little bit further south and east as well, into Burleson County. Over the next little bit for this supercell, which, I mean, really is like the last one out here. Just a lonesome supercell all by itself. You could probably see the lightning from this thing for quite some distance away from it. One little supercell. Please be taking shelter. Consider taking shelter down the line in Milano, Caldwell, Mooring, Mumford, and Benchley, Texas as well. Have a safe place in mind. At some point tonight, I'll make a forecast video about it, I hope. It's going to be a little bit difficult because I have a lot to work on, but thanks for the support, Dana. I hope to make a video about it. If for some reason I don't have a video tomorrow, then Ryan has a great video covering this already, what's coming up. So that's I mean, we can only say it so many times, like the information is the same right now. You're in Toronto, weather way on Wednesday. Microbursts? Microbursts happen when thunderstorms are in the dying stage. So a microburst is literally, usually, everything falling out of the storm at the same time. And when you have such a large mass response, that's when you can get really gusty winds, or really strong winds all at the same time with a bunch of heavy rain. Oh, and it's lonesome over here. So Corsicana, nothing's happened up there. You're good. I recommend Radar Omega or Radar Scope. Both are fine, whichever you find that works for you. I sat here for 14 freaking hours on last Friday. So, sure. I can stand up too. Do you want me to do that? I got a standing desk. That's pretty cool stuff. Oh, y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. All right, let's go back over here. Shreveport's going to get in on another round of severe weather. Look at this. Coming towards you. More wind and hail coming this direction towards Shreveport. All along this area. So right back into Caddo Parish. So derecho,
A new tornado watch
defined.
has been issued.
This is a continuation of a tornado watch into these areas over here. It's subjectively defined as a line of storms that carries consistent severe winds with it and significant winds as well for over 250 miles. I'm not sure, Brian. I don't know. It seems pretty specific. Thank you for the support, y'all. Appreciate it. Anyone coming through? The Memphis area? Honestly, I'm not sure. We need better modeled data, I think, coming through there, but I think the risk for Memphis is probably late Tuesday night and maybe into Wednesday morning over there. When will mid-Tennessee be affected? The cold front and storms will probably pass through mid-Tennessee on Wednesday. Radar Omega is $8.99 one-time purchase, and then you have access to radar and everything then. Or not everything, but radar and operating it. And then the data comes with the additional subscriptions that are monthly in various tiers. Looks like 100K tonight. I don't know. I don't know. It's supposed to be 80 on Wednesday in Pittsburgh. Dang. Yeah, that's that ripe atmosphere coming up. That's why there's a severe threat already outlined over there. Those southerly winds are streaming that warm air in. Dang. It's springtime. Tumultuous weather for springtime. Yeah, happy to help, Melissa. Thank you so much, Doppelganger. San Jacinto County. Let's see. I don't know where that is. I wish I knew every single county in every state. That would be amazing. I'm looking. I don't even see it. The southern supercell is really going to travel in this direction. But it's probably going to be well gone by the time it gets anywhere close to Houston or Interstate 45. Where the heck is San Jacinto County? Jacinto. Oh, there it is. I found it. It's right in front of my face. Right over here. The hope is that it's done for by the time it's over there. So 4 counties to your west, you should be okay. I think it's going to travel further south though. But even then, like, it's probably fizzled out. So this one that was up here near Waco is already gone, completely gone. 254 counties in Texas. Yeah, let me just know every single one of them off the top of my head. I can do it. Good free radar apps. It's tough to say. There is a few, but honestly, you know, I don't know. I just don't have any free radar apps. I'm sorry. I don't have any free ones. He knew every zip code in California. Wonderful. All right, let's go back to our Louisiana storm. This one's about to approach Ruston. And that's going to move through Monroe, all along Interstate 20 here. It's really just tracking along Interstate 20, bringing gusty winds. And then we got this guy back here that's trying to start doing something, actually. So we're watching this one closely. I think this one's the most concerning one right now. In Marion County and northern Harrison County in Texas. This is going to go through parts of Shreveport again. Again, coming up here along the blue arrow. Thank you, Kim, for the support. Use radar now. Never heard of it. Yeah, my radars are pretty good. It's you're not going to get the same resolution data though. You're going to get that blobby look to the radar with the free version of the app. I have the paid version of radar or my radar as well. And in that, you can get radar that looks similar to what you're looking at right here. Again, that's not free. Where did I get my meteorology degree? UNC Asheville, 2021 grad. Magna cum laude. I don't know where... If Bastrop's not along Interstate 20 right now, then... or I don't think you have much to worry about, but... Yeah, if you're along Interstate 20, you've got one round coming through now and another one possibly coming up. An Asheville graduate. Well, thankfully, I didn't grow up there. But then I understand what you're saying. Got tornado watch in Monroe. It's that storm moving through and then another one going. Just like I'm talking about here on Interstate 20. Oof. Indeed. Happy to help with captions. I'm sure it's twisting a lot of my words, but I have to stream in normal latency, which means 25-second delay for captions to go through. Unfortunately. Missy, thank you for the support. This is really beginning to hook. Take a look, y'all. Supercell here, classic structure. There it is. I've drawn that shape 100,000,002 times. And now here it is again near Jefferson. I would not be surprised with a tornado warning from this. In Marion County and Harrison County in Texas. So Shreveport's got their eye on this in the National Weather Service. They're seeing the same thing I am at the moment. And it's very possible we could see a tornado warning, although it's a little disorganized still. So keep your eyes peeled here in uncertain Harnick, Lay, Gray in Texas, and also across the border here into Mooringsport, Oil City, and Caddo Parish. South of Diana, yeah, you got a hail core coming in. Some large hail possible back in here, moving in the next couple minutes. 100,000,003, yep. Have I ever seen a tornado? No. That will change in May. I'm going to go storm chasing. DFW Tuesday, unlikely. Maybe a severe thunderstorm to the east of you. You're at NC State transfer last year? I don't know who that would be. I graduated 2 years ago. I forgot. Bastrop. Thank you. There's a base trip. BASS doesn't tell me. You can have bass, crank the bass, or you can have bass the fish. Think ahead if you're gonna help with the pronunciation. It's a nuanced topic, I would say. Thank you, Tom, for the support. I am not from Minnesota, but I am in Minnesota. I'm from Southern California. Because of cirrocumulus. Cirrocumulus. You have to have a little bit of instability very high up in the atmosphere. Just a little bit, and you'll get a cumulus cloud. Because cumulus clouds are those puffy ones. And the way those form is when there's just rising air right in that area. So if you have just cirrus clouds, the air's not really rising there. It's just kind of steady state moving forward. But if you get a little bit of those puffiness, then you have a little bit of a rising component. Bass the fish, thank you. Yeah, happy to help if you're going to go to sleep. I'd recommend not going to sleep if you're in Shreveport. Or out ahead of this near College Station, just in case. Down here in southeastern Texas, or central eastern southeastern Texas. College Station. Yeah, Lima. Lima. What? They told me it was lima beans. I said Lima first. Was I correct? No, they're telling me both things. West Monroe, you guys are going to get on this wind bag coming through here. Take a look. Look at the storm over here. It is currently getting to Ruston. It's going to be the same when it gets to Monroe. And probably Vicksburg and maybe Jackson. Yep, I live in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro. Twin Cities. You're doing well in Nashville. Pittsburgh area this week. Yep. Be paying attention Wednesday. It is Lima. See? See, chat? Oh, no. I just say both. I just say both. Now they're telling me Lima. Now they're telling me Lima. Do you have a P.O. box? I do not. So one round of severe weather coming through, and this next round is probably going to do much of the same thing. It's actually doing the same exact thing. So we had this leading supercell that was, possibly tornadic here as it approached Shreveport an hour or 2 hours ago, and then we had that hail core back in the back here. It's doing the same thing again. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that incredible when that happens? I'm gonna go with Lima. I'm gonna do it. Tomato. Right, Amy? You tell him. They say Lima. I'm going with that. Yep, go figure. It's classic. And there are no issues here with that. There are no issues. St. Louis, you definitely have to be watching out Tuesday. Not too hard Friday, but could this be a serial derecho? Tuesday could be, yes. This, no. This is not a serial derecho. Serial is when you got those really long, the long squall lines. Progressive derechos look more like this right here, but this is not a progressive derecho. Not the moment. All the beans. Where did I meet Ryan Hall? That's a great question. I like talking about this often. Paris, Texas, y'all are good. Y'all are good. A little bit under the severe threat on Tuesday on the very southern extent of it. We'll see. So be paying attention on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm really thinking we could see a tornado warning come through here. Would not be surprised. Again, Caddo Parish here, northern Harrison County, and maybe southeastern Marion County. Northeastern Harrison County. That's possible we could see the same thing happening here as we did a couple hours ago. So watching this one closely. Let's take one more look down here at this supercell. Looks a little garbage. It's probably going to go to the west of College Station down this direction, roughly along this path. So if you play that back, you can see it. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to travel the same direction here to the south and east. That tornado warning is likely going to be allowed to expire pretty soon here. We'll be back to no warnings. but we might not be no warnings for long with this over here if this does ramp up. Meteorology degree took me 4 years. Classic Bachelor of Science. It was tough, though. I almost double majored in math, too, but I was like, there's one class left, and I was like, I don't need this. Oh, but yeah, talking about how I met Ryan, I applied to be a YouTube mod, much like so many of y'all are interested in doing. That's all I did. I applied, and I gave my background and what I do, hoping to fit in with the team. I expected there to be like 10 meteorologists with Ryan, and like they were like, highly organized behind the scene. And he's like, "No, do you want to do all of this for me?" And I was like, "I wanted to mod your YouTube channel, but I think I could do it." And then I just started working with him. So go figure. Northwest corner of Nevada. Snow. People live up there? Dang. Was that green boundary blocking the inflow? That's a great question. So this right here in Texas is our Texas supercell. This green boundary right here is the rear flank gust front. So we have our rear flank downdraft right here, the back part of the storm. That's descending air toward the surface with all the rain in it. And then that air pushes out in front of the storm and forms a gust front. And that's the rear flank gust front. So this is where the winds it'll get real windy as this passes through. You can see that nicely in the red here too. Raw weather data. Oh, I'd have to pick the brain. There are databases though from INCEP in CEP. That's where I'd start. Of course, this is my job. I have to have a livelihood. You are silly. Did I work on hurricane season? We'll see. I worked through the last one. I covered Hurricane Ian live with Ryan when we had 100,000 viewers. I was all over the place. So yeah, I'll see why not. Right now, I'm not streaming for Ryan. I'm streaming with him. Even though he's not live today, we will be streaming together on Tuesday and maybe even Wednesday. Topeka, you're right on the edge of it. So early afternoon for y'all is when you want to be paying most attention. Iowa, all day, pay attention from afternoon on. Oh. Severe outlook for tomorrow is muted. There's just a bunch of marginal risks. So if a storm comes through your direction, it is hopefully just a marginal risk there. But that's what the Storm Prediction Center has there, subject to upgrades. It's the day before the day though. Tomorrow. Favorite hike in Asheville? I went up Reynolds Mountain quite often. That's not really a hike though. It's just a road that goes up on a hill. But I liked it a lot. Reynolds Mountain. It's to the north. Montgomery, Alabama. Just a marginal risk tomorrow, I think. And then Wednesday you'll probably want to pay attention again. I want to talk about good stuff with the chat here. We got all these locations coming through, but I want to. We need some deep conversation if anyone has questions. Yeah, anyone in Missouri needs to be paying attention Tuesday. Anyone in Arkansas needs to be paying attention Tuesday. Everybody in those states. We got to get them all being tuned in Tuesday. Everybody in, basically everybody in Illinois. Everybody in the eastern half of Iowa. Typhoon season. I can try to incorporate it into videos. Oof. Ardmore should be alright. Are we in El Nino? Just now developing. Becoming an El Nino at the moment. Pretty quickly, though. Rapidly. Rapid El Nino development. And don't be surprised if a tornado warning does come through here for Caddo Parish. Eastern Marion County, northeastern Harrison County in Texas. I don't know where Franklin is. Otherwise, I would help. But if I'm not looking at it right now, then you're probably all right. What is the meaning of life? Thoughts on quantum physics. What I consider I'd do with my meteorology degree after college? I don't know. Eventually, initially, I was going to work with DTN actually, which is an agriculture company. They have a meteorologist who forecasts on site for the PGA Tour, which I thought was the coolest thing. I love golf. I love golf. So I thought that was the coolest thing to go out there and do lightning detection and forecast for the PGA Tour. That was one thing I was thinking about. But that would be a harsh life because it's constant traveling. I would have to be a solo boy. Math is tough, but there are always resources for you to get through the math in a meteorology degree. We're 1K away from 100,000. Ryan is yammering on me to be like, hey, subscribe. He's like, Ryan, oh, subscribe, please. Get him to 100K tonight. So if 913 of you are not subbed, well, Ryan is telling me to get. Ryan's getting on my case about it. I'm like, I just am covering the weather, man. we'll be fine. We'll get there. Okay. It's cool, right? It's cool. Yeah, PGA Tour. Don't hold the golf club in the air in a thunderstorm. Climate change. I'm a climatologist. I should not have said that. Y'all, do not start discussing that, okay? My way of managing this is to show you what's happening at the moment. That ties into the climate. Climate is very important. Anyone making that any more of an issue than I'm talking about will go bye-bye. A biology major in Baton Rouge, nice. Math major moment. I almost did it. Clip it and send it. Climatology is very important. Extremely important. And if me saying that and you respect me right now for covering the weather, that doesn't tell you enough, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You are unfortunately unfortunate. Unfortunately unfortunate. You got your geography major. Nice. Working with GIS. GIS is huge. You can get so many positions if you can do GIS stuff. Yeah, /S. Perfect. Let him know. Who drinks more Mountain Dew? I never have Mountain Dew. Thanks for the support. Mountain Dew is like the soda I have the least. C. Mike, thanks for the support. Atmospheric thermodynamics part of standard meteorology degree? Yes. Is advanced calculus and beyond? Most likely. Yes. Thermodynamics is essential to meteorology, especially atmospheric. I mean, that's a major part of the atmosphere and understanding how everything works. So if you don't have that, then nothing else really is going to make physical sense. That's funny, Fort Smith. YouTube chat. Ryan's just a mod on this channel. He works for me. He doesn't. He volunteers for me. Shouts to Ryan. What a great volunteer, y'all. Ryan Hall, y'all. It's a Minnesota snow event. It's probably going to be with the rest of the system on Tuesday. That's causing all that mess. All right, get my caffeine, Dr. Pepper. I can't have too much caffeine, though. I'm a very small lad. I weigh 100 pounds. I'm 5'8". So I don't need caffeine, man. I got energy. Dr. Pepper's good. Anxiety with weather. You're watching what is going to be impactful right now. You're watching it on Tuesday and Wednesday, too. Oh, I don't know where the Masters are at the moment. I don't keep up with professional golf. I just really like it. Storm shelter is above or below ground. Either if it's sturdy enough, but below is always preferable. Math is something, yeah. I'm taking over. No. What's the worst tornado I've seen? Not from an armchair perspective. I don't want to categorize it. There are a lot of bad ones that I've watched over the last year, so I don't need to make one worse than the other. People were impacted. Yes, I love Dr. Pepper strawberries. It's my favorite one actually now. I'll let them know. Let them know. Keep that stuff going. Make it permanent. Masters in Augusta. Thank you. Well then your outlook's pretty good. Marginal risk tomorrow, I think. Well, it's Eastern Georgia, so maybe not even then. This is Tuesday's risk. Let's see the Masters tomorrow. What's going on? Nothing. A little bit of thunderstorms, maybe. This is what happens in Georgia in the spring and summer. Midas eats wet food. The favorite treat is those single package chicken treats. The chunka chicken. Those are very good. For the cat, I mean. For the cat. For the cat. Oh, man, that's funny. Strong storm still headed through I-20 to Monroe. 20 minutes out from Monroe at the moment. 15. They may persist all the way east for a while along Interstate 20. And then another round's coming back behind it. No tornado warning with this yet. If it does develop, though, you'll see it. We are out of the tornado warnings now. That one in closer to the west of College Station has been allowed to expire. Thanks for your support, y'all. Storm Chaser in Clarksville. What's Tuesday for Tennessee from the HRRR? HRRR is not running that far out yet. Tennessee, though, it's going to be west of Tennessee on Tuesday. Tennessee, we'll see the storms on Wednesday sometime. But I don't know if they're going to be that bad. Don't know if they'll be that bad yet. How long have I had my channel? This channel here, I've been operating it for 20 days. 21 days. 3 weeks. Dog heard me say chicken. Oh no, dinner time. Walkies. Any dog owners? Walkies. Is that malicious? I don't know. I think it's fun. We see the cat? Nah, he's upstairs. He's upstairs snuggled in bed. My cat named me. Yeah, he talks to me. I don't know. Western Iowa all this week. Western Iowa hopefully stays out of the worst of it on Tuesday. It's really the eastern half of the state, especially southeastern, that is going to be very interesting. So it'll be unsettled in Western Iowa on Tuesday, but once it passes through, all that severe stuff is really going to be east of you, I think. Central Texas over the next couple days shouldn't be too bad at all if there is anything down there. Give me a second. Shouldn't be too bad. Just a marginal risk tomorrow for DFW again. Marginal risk tomorrow. Low end, severe weather if it does happen. And then the big stuff's on Tuesday and Wednesday. Minus is 12. DFW good to go to sleep? Yes. DFW can go to sleep. Chicago, please pay attention Tuesday. Tuesday evening over there. Multiple rounds possible. Still watching this here. About to cross Texas-Louisiana border near Shreveport. Another round coming through for Shreveport. Yeah, a lot of the clickbait can be frustrating, but yeah, that's we do our best here. I always have input into Ryan's channel, all the videos Ryan's doing, so as well as other meteorologists we have on the team. Ben Price, Heidi Oberlin, amazing people. Gonna work with them closely on Tuesday. I think we'll see a tornado warning pretty soon with this. This is still starting to ramp up more. So please go ahead and get in your safe spots here in Shreveport. Once again, this is gonna go through the northern part of the city this time. And then it's going to be more of the same for a lot of Shreveport. But this part up here is a little concerning. So we could see some brief development here. So let them know in Shreveport. Strong storm coming through about 20-30 minutes out. Don't like the look of this one. So let's pay attention, of course. Let's pay attention. Louisville Tuesday night. Maybe. It's Tuesday night into Wednesday morning probably for y'all. Maybe Wednesday afternoon. Thank you for the support. We're going to have way, way more to tell you about Tuesday and Wednesday. Right now, if you're in anywhere in the Midwest, like Tuesday and Wednesday, southeastern Toronto, southern Toronto, Ontario, including Toronto, and then into the Northeast, to just be like, right now, you should be preparing. We don't have the specifics to tell you yet. It's still a few days out. Still a few days out. So there's this considerable severe upgrade for this storm. That hail is beefing up there. It's a Nears Marshall. Just, right now you just have to have a plan in place. It's better to not travel on that day. The plan should literally be I'm gonna have these things to pay attention to on Tuesday. And if you do that right now, you're good. Because we can't tell you much more specific than that. You just have to be paying attention on those days. I can't tell you if there's going to be a tornado or wind in your city. So all you have to know is just to be a heads up there. Longview, Texas, good for now, I think. Down here, these storms are passing to your north and east. I think you're mostly fine. Maybe a little bit more heavy rain if these back here track toward you. You're on the wrong scene this whole time. Not a medium. Central Illinois, Tuesday. We showed the risk just a bit ago, but I'll show it to you again. Then we'll be talking about Shreveport. Tuesday's risk is this right here. Pretty much everybody in here just needs to be paying attention on Tuesday. Some capacity. So, large area for Tuesday. And that's all. Just look at this risk right here. If you're anywhere in the orange and the yellow, first and foremost, it's a day to mark on your calendar. And then just pay. On that day, we'll be talking about it and what specifically is going to happen. We'll have YouTube videos leading up to it. That's what we do here. Just don't work that way. I need to control Ryan's entire weather house. I'll do it. This is struggling to come together here, but I'm still concerned about this storm here headed towards Shreveport. Well, what happens at the surface can be much different from what the height the radar is scanning. So that's why you can have 70 miles at the surface, but it looks like light nothing on the radar. We just saw that over DFW, actually, the Dallas storm. And that little storm that just went through a couple hours ago. Don't have to spam the same message over and over. Doing good here. We're doing good. Amy, it's okay if we don't get to 100K tonight. Maybe we'll do it with the video. That's fine, all right? It's fine. It's fine. I'll be all over the place on Tuesday and Wednesday here on this channel, so, we're just doing good things here. Will happen naturally. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Lake Michigan can cause storms to fall apart, especially in the spring. Yes, because the lake's still cold. If you're in right on the lake, on the border of the lake, yeah, you could get a little bit of lake modified air there. It's a little more stable. So, it is possible. Typically, it'll happen in just a bit, but strong storms can move into it and, overcome it for just a little bit. Will we ever be able to perfectly predict the weather? No. I don't think so. Because the weather, at some point down the line, right now, there's molecules bumping into each other at microscopic level. And if they do that just a little bit differently than we thought they would have, 3 weeks down the line, something could be entirely different. Or 2 months down the line, it could be entirely different. So because of that, it's just impossible to know exactly what will happen. We could get pretty close, though. Anybody who's spamming the same message over and over. Talking to anybody about that. Yeah, thanks to the mods. Mods really helpful on a stream like this. Things are warmer this year. It's relative, but yeah, I agree with you. Quantum computing, true. Oh my gosh. You are so funny. There are no problems if we don't get 100K. I'm not focused on that. I'm not focusing. Okay, I'll say thank you and so forth. The fastest rise to 100K is great, but you know it's much appreciated. Dust devils into real tornadoes? Not typically, because dust devils usually happen without a cloud. For a tornado to be classified as a tornado, it's attached to a storm. Otherwise, it's a land spout. Well, there's a little more. There's a couple more clarifications in there, but that's the way you could think about it. Oof. Hope you're doing well there in Washington State. The wildest storm I've tracked is probably Friday. This last Friday. So Mississippi, this storm right here, heading along I-20 is probably going to continue along I-20 and bring some powerful winds along I-20 through Mississippi. And then we have another one that may grow upscale into the same thing. May do it again. The rest of the state, rain. If it does do anything up here in the northern half, it'll be rain. Jacksonville, Arkansas. On Tuesday, you definitely need to be paying attention. I wish the best for you, though. Wish the best for you. Unfortunately, you are in the line of the storms in the line of sight for storms on Tuesday. No. If it's 100K offline, I don't care. I don't care. We're just covering these last few storms here. This one's pertinent to the Shreveport area. Gotta be making sure we're looking at it. I don't know the worst tornado on Friday. There were a few that were all bad. It's not. We don't have to categorize one as the worst. People's lives were impacted. Hopefully that helps in Jackson, Mississippi. Dust devils anytime there's wind. Yep. Now, yeah, because usually water spouts are a part of a storm. So that's why when they hit land, they're a tornado. Very true. Yeah, thank you all for the support. Arkansas will be in the afternoon and evening, and then as you go northeast towards Jonesboro, might be overnight into the hours where it gets dark out there. So unfortunately, probably northeast Arkansas will be closer to at dark. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully not. We'll see. No, this green icon here, this is a TVS or a vortex signature. It's an algorithmic thing that shows up when we have some rotation on the radar. But then it's up to human interpretation, which is what I'm here doing, to tell you what exactly is going on to the best of our ability. So this looks concerning over here, right? We've got this thing here, but as far as I can tell from this supercell down here, we're not really seeing too tight of rotation. So right in here, there's probably a wall cloud here. You're probably going to be able to see it if you're in the northwestern side of Shreveport. But I'd recommend being indoors for this. So let's pass through the northern side of the city. Northern side of Shreveport. Brownlee, North Highlands, this area. Not currently tornado warned. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, Wednesday for southern and southeastern Ontario. If I'm on streaming that day, then I'll be covering that area too. Yeah, I'm happy to help everybody who's excited. Thank you guys. I love seeing all y'all I love seeing all of y'all just being excited for it. Like, it's real when we have storm anxiety for anybody in the path of these things, but that's what I'm here to help with, actually. It's really what I'm here to help with. The storm chaser setup, they're currently frozen, but I think Brian's offline now. He's gone off Zello, but we've had those storm chasers out there. They were in Central Texas, just about. So we had Zach and Frankie and Brian Allen. So let's put up the rail fans there. We've got some cameras. And double check if Zach is still streaming. I'm not sure if he is. But we have more rail fan cams. Look at that. Look at that. Yep, I would say for everybody who's not in basically in Monroe, Louisiana, or Shreveport, that it would be okay for y'all to go to sleep if your bedtime is early on in the night here, around 9:30 p.m. Central. Down here near College Station in Caldwell, this is just a severe thunderstorm warning now. We watch the tail end of the life of the supercell down here. No, radar's usually pretty up to date. Sometimes we can get scans within 30 seconds of the processing. Yeah, that big sandy cam. I don't know. I don't know which cams I have up right now. They probably. I'm not sure if they were ever switched, unfortunately. So I'm not sure where these even are. I can't see them. I can't see where those cams are. Heck yeah. Get ready to go to bed. But unless you're in Shreveport, because this one is concerning. Some powerful storms are going to move through. You're going to get woken up anyways here in Shreveport, so blah. And then Monroe, you're going to get woken up. If you try to go to bed like 2 minutes from now, it's going to be loud. And you're like, what the heck? What the heck, man? Again, this storm's going to travel along I-20, be self-sustaining for quite some time here and head towards Jackson, Mississippi. So there may be severe thunderstorms as far east as Jackson in Mississippi. But it's going to go along I-20, then perhaps do it again down here or over here near Shreveport. Chat's so silly. Yeah, Amy's doing good work. Guys, I'm not even looking at the sub count. Ryan is like I'm watching Ryan celebrate right now in Discord, and I'm like, I just want to look at Shreveport, man. So almost 100K. Okay, thank you, appreciate it. We got more work to do. No, Haley. Toledo, Ohio will have to be on the lookout on Wednesday for severe weather. You'll be paying attention. It's going to become evident on those days when people keep talking about it. So you'll be paying attention on those days, I'm sure. And we'll probably be here for you, especially on Tuesday and Wednesday. Can I update College Station? I just did, I think, unless you joined within 20 seconds. But yeah, College Station is just a severe thunderstorm to your west. I think it'll miss the city quite a bit. Go to the southwest. Yeah, lights of lightning in this one. Where is this one? Let me see if I can look at it. Spartanburg? I don't think that's lightning. I think that's a flashing light. I don't know if it's storming over there in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Yeah, those were never switched over. So, those are just some railfan cameras to watch. Unfortunately, they're never switched over. Took screenshots of Ryan 100K? That was a long time ago, before I started working. All right, I'll bring it up. Man, y'all, you're kicking me. You're getting me here. I don't even remember how to look at the sub count, except I can see it. Okay, see live counts. Okay, yay, I'm doing it. Look, wee, 99.9. We're doing the streamer thing. Please be taking shelter in Shreveport, Louisiana. All right, we're looking at it. OG of the Andy channel. We got plenty more work to do. Springfield, Missouri. Good to see you. Hope you're paying attention next Tuesday. We'll be streaming on that day. Might be for your area, too. Utah along the Wasatch Front. Snow. If you're in Salt Lake City. Or rain down there. It could be rain. But there's definitely going to be unsettled weather over the next couple days as our big old storm system that has the severe weather risk moves in on Tuesday and Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, unsettled weather over there. Okay, I have it up there so everybody likes to move the numbers, right? Oh, they stopped it. 100K. Thank you guys. I was here, Ryan Hall, y'all. Hey, thanks, Ryan, for boosting the channel. 100,000 subs. We're going to do so much more. This historic moment from here on. Good job. Thank you, guys. Andy Hill channel in 100,000 subs in 3 weeks. 21 days from the first video. Well done. I hope I have made myself worth that much to y'all. I hope I made myself worth that much. So, appreciate all of you. You made me turn over here. I was like, oh, I just want to look at the storm. We're just looking at the storm. Thank you, guys. Thank you. This is hard work. Just beginning here. Social meteorology, guys. This is the paradigm shift right here. Starting anew. We are providing a new way to receive your weather and make an impact to the people you care about, because you can tell them what's going on. Oh my gosh, this chat. This chat. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I hope I can help as many of you all as possible as a thanks for getting me to this point. As a thank you. Thank you for the support. Lots of nervous Michiganders. Wednesday in the eastern part of the state is where we're looking right now. Detroit on Wednesday has a chance for supercells, chance for damaging wind. So be paying attention Wednesday, all right? This is not $100,000, my goodness. Yeah, thank you, guys. Let's put the storms back up. We made it. Nice. All right, this one's still approaching Shreveport from the north. Let's play the loop back. Take a look at it. There it is. Going in quite the consistent direction, so let's draw it out. This direction for the supercell into Bossier Parish, that is. That's where we're watching here. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Out ahead here towards Red Chute. Brownlee, North Highlands. And then back behind it, we've got this big old hail falling here. Wind-driven hail, actually. Again, it's going to go to the north of Marshall. So round 2, this is the area I think that was hit the hardest today. Right here around Marshall, Texas, because they got very powerful winds and hail moving through earlier. And now they're going to get it, a lot of this is going to be right on the border of getting it once again there. Definitely the most impacted area today, I think.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
There we go. Now we have the tornado warning in Decato Parish and Bossier Parish on the eastern edge of Texas here. Why is it on the eastern edge of Texas? Good question. Let's see where it pops up. I guess they issued it a little bit behind here, maybe like this. That might be what happened. Just on the eastern edge of Texas across the border. But here it is. There's their tornado warning. We've been yammering on about it once again. Always like to yammer on about it because it does mean a lot here. So tornado warning for these areas. Make sure you tell everybody there to take shelter once again. Especially northern Shreveport. But it's a good idea for everybody down here to, just practice taking shelter. Your phones went off at the same time. Yeah, so right on the edge there. There we go, in that pink box. There's our tornado warning. Great County. Y'all are more than likely about to be fine if you're not already. down here in Longview. Maybe just like one more bit of winds gusting through here with some storms, but not as bad. Not as bad as what has gone through. Classic looking supercell. Take a look, y'all. There it is. You got that hook right on the end of it. Yep, this is exactly what I would have called out if I were talking on Ryan's stream. I'd be like, "Hey, Ryan, we're watching this." Radar indicated means that we're watching the possible, a storm that could possibly produce a tornado based on its radar data, the data that's being collected about this storm. So radar indicated means it's checking off those lights, it's passing filters. It's like, hey, we should be paying attention to this. Here's a tornado warning, just in case it develops. There we go. So again, this is going to move through the northern bit here, the central bit of Caddo Parish into Bossier Parish. Pass just north of most all of Bossier City and Shreveport. You're gonna be able to see it. I don't recommend being outside, but yeah, I have not seen sprites. I hope to be able to do that. I want to see a heat burst. I want to be in it. I want to see sprites. I want to see all of that in my storm chasing adventures next month. And hopefully I can, still put out some videos and so forth while I'm out and about. That's the hope. That's the hope. Because I don't want to just stop telling y'all things for 2 weeks while I'm chasing. But rest assured, I'll have stuff to look at. Yeah, thank you guys, everybody who's sent along support. Rosemary, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. While this supercell kind of falls apart down here, let's take one more look at it just in case. Just in case it's still doing something. We'll come right back up to Louisiana. Little bean down here. Just a little bean west of College Station. Severe warned. While this just falls apart over the next couple hours, I think the only other places we really need to watch for severe weather today are up here. Now moving into northern Louisiana for the night. So everybody else, as soon as this passes through Harrison County in Texas, we'll be pretty much good to go. Pretty cool. We'll be pretty much good to go. Rotating storm here going up with height. I don't see anything imminently tornadic, but again, this is just something to make sure you're taking shelter for. It doesn't hurt you. Doesn't hurt you to take shelter here. So, have I eaten anything? I don't want to tell you the answer to that because then everybody's going to get on my case. I'm totally fine. Tiny bean. Yeah, I want to see all those cool things. Make sure I experience it because it's one thing to cover all these storms from an armchair, and then like when you go out there and you're in it, you get a certain respect for it, and I think that that's going to add to my perspective on covering these events. At least a decent amount, and I think that's valuable. Nope, this is not confirmed. This is radar indicated, so it is a preventative warning. Please take shelter in Bossier Parish and the northern part of Caddo Parish here. So into Shreveport, would recommend just being in shelter. It's a nice thing to do. Cliff bars, yeah. See, that's what I was talking about. No, we're all good here. I am gonna dive into some potato salad and some baked beans, I think, after this. No, I'm not gonna go in an interceptor armored car. Oh my gosh, yo. Why does the sky turn green around tornadoes? The sky turns green because of hail in the cloud. Ice refracts light, and eventually, once that reaches your eyes, all that light combined kind of turns into a greenish hue if refraction is occurring in the storm. So it's the same thing as when you have two mirrors, or you have an endless like mirror of something. Eventually, you start to see something that just looks like a faint green. It's kind of the same thing. Yeah, it's your classic mustard mayo potato salad, I think. The loaded southern potato salad. This is headed to the east-southeast towards the northern half of Shreveport here, along this blue arrow. If you're south of I-20 in Bossier Parish, you should be taking shelter right now. You'll probably be fine. You'll be fine. How do hills and valleys affect tornadoes? As tornadoes go up and down hills and valleys, you can literally think of it as flattening the spinning part of the storm and then stretching it. So it's possible when it gets flattened because it goes up a hill, it spins less rapidly because it broadens out. And then when it goes down a slope, it can also, it gets stretched out so it can start spinning faster. That's one possible way. That hills and valleys can affect tornadoes as they move through. I've gone over Tuesday and Wednesday quite a few times. It is not an outbreak yet because it hasn't happened. CC means correlation coefficient. I've gone over it quite a few times. All I can say at this point is that we have those risk areas in place so that you're paying attention. No, I did not make the potato salad. The baked beans have brisket in them, guys. Come on now. I'm getting the protein. There's brisket in there. I'm looking forward to it. And Monroe's getting started here. Storm's getting started. Gonna be nasty out there for 10, 15 minutes as it goes through. That's gonna persist all the way east, probably through Vicksburg, maybe even all the way to Jackson, Mississippi. And these guys over here that we're watching right now might do the same exact thing. Yeah, I like to respond to as many people as possible. Tater salad, thank you. Yeah, of course it's tater salad. This does not look like it's currently producing a tornado. For those curious, we have radar indicated warning in place here for you to take shelter. Part of the problem, is with these types of storms is that, hey, Shreveport already got through. Like, oh, is this a duplicate warning on my phone? Why is this going off? No, it's a new warning. It's a new warning. That's something we got to make clear to people because I think a lot of people probably think that. Like, oh, we already went through one. It's done. No, it ain't. Michigan, Wednesday. Pay attention on Wednesday. Ohio, Wednesday. Pittsburgh, Wednesday. Have I seen the Northern Lights before? It is on my Twitter. I saw on March 24th. It's the first time I've actually really seen them. And it was incredible. Visible to the eye. It was, I'm never going to forget that. That was just over a week ago. It feels like a month ago. It was just over a week. I posted a Twitter of it on a picture of it on Twitter. Horizontal vortices? Oh yeah. Yeah, horizontal vortices, wind is streaming up into a tornado, a powerful one. There's multiple areas of like circling, rotating air, whether it's horizontally, so it's rotating like this, or vertically like this. As it goes into the storm, if that air condenses into a cloud, you can see it visually as a rope wrapping around the tornado. So that's literally just air streaming from the surface up around into the tornado from, outside of the circulation. I know the Northern Lights last week were absolutely incredible. Florida, no, you're fine. It was last month, true. No, I don't even know if I like Cliff Bars. Are they any good? I'm in Minneapolis right now. I'm from Southern California. Did my degree in Western North Carolina. Mixed bag. I got it all. So if y'all are criticizing my y'alls, I was in the Bible Belt for 5 years. I heard it enough. Mixed bag. There is no tornado probably down at the moment in north of Shreveport, but you need to be taking shelter. We have this warning in place that's on your screen for a reason. It's there for a reason. So please be taking shelter. It's a good idea. Interior-most room of your house in Louisiana, because most of y'all don't have basements down there. Make sure you got your shoes, just in case. It's good to practice this, even if the storm doesn't do much for you. This is good practice. Know what to do when the warnings come for you. Oh, I don't know where Paragould is. I don't know what that is. If it's, I don't know which state it is. But Illinois, Missouri, Iowa, eastern half of Iowa, Arkansas, and those are the areas that need to be paying attention on Tuesday. Maybe southern Wisconsin as well. And then on Wednesday, we're really looking at the eastern part of the Midwest, so Ohio up to Detroit, southern and southeastern Ontario, western New York, western Pennsylvania. So we're moving through Monroe right now, Wachita Parish. Is it loud there, y'all? Be inside. Do what in Shreveport? Interior-most room of your house. Just be in shelter is a good idea to do. Good idea to do. Is the parish in, like, right here? Like, Shreveport is in Caddo Parish, right? Or is it in DeSoto? I can't see it because the lines are too thin. It's like, y'all should have gotten the tornado warnings on your phone in there. Oh, by Jonesboro? Okay, so if you're in Paragould, Arkansas, by Jonesboro in Arkansas, you want to be paying attention on Tuesday. You're in the primary risk area for severe weather. We'll be live streaming. I don't even know how to begin that. Shreveport's in Caddo. Okay, good. Central Kentucky will see some storms on Wednesday. Washita, thank you. Washita. Washita. Said that like 15 times. Finally, we get it right. Nacogdoches, down here, you're good. Daughter's fine tonight. What time Tuesday? You want to be paying attention from late afternoon through the early night. The primary time for severe storms that you know. Nope, Nacogdoches is good. Indiana on Tuesday night into Wednesday, yes. Good luck storm chasing southern Ontario on Wednesday. Wish you luck there. Ringgold, Louisiana. I think I saw that. You're down here. There you are. So this storm might get. It's probably going to go to your north, but it'll be pretty close. You might be able to see it for sure. Or you are going to see it. But it'll be 45 minutes out before it's close to you. Is there a good way to identify hail? With the color spectrum that I'm using right here, you can see it in the pinks sometimes. But these pinks can also be extremely heavy rainfall. So it is not a clear-cut thing. You need to use multiple radar products to verify it. So right now, I would use a ZDR, which if I were looking at this and thinking it was hail, it would also show up in the grays and blues here instead of reds. So more than likely, this is just small hail, maybe melting hail. So there's a bunch. It's a lot of specific things. You need a class on it. You need a lesson on it, and then a quiz to be able to identify it. You're in Benton. It's about to get bad up there in Benton. Please be taking shelter right now. Hopefully, I'm with you in your interior-most room of your house. Made me become a meteorologist. I watched the Weather Channel when I was 4, and I never stopped watching it. I like the weather. Online location degree for meteorology, probably Mississippi State. It's the one I always hear about. Getting loud there in Monroe. It's going to pass through. Should be done in 10 minutes for most of y'all. Is there a TBSS? From what radar? That's probably unimportant to look at. That is a way to see hail, though. Yes, from a radar that's far away. Thank you for the congrats. Police are reporting tornado on the ground headed towards Benton. Very possible. Very possible right in here. This rotation right here is it could be a tornado as it approaches Benton. Again, this is why we have this warning in place. So I mean, get into the interior-most room of your house. Take your shoes. Take the quickest thing you can have is a pillow to protect your head with, just in case. Okay. Take your shoes. You're in Benton. So if there is any possible rotation on the ground here, then that will be the case. But I mean, it's gonna be gnarly over there anyways, so you definitely want to be inside for this. Storm's moving about 45 miles per hour east. 40 to 45. Oh yeah, that would be how to see it. True. What are the arrows around the risk areas? That's just to indicate that it's being drawn. It was drawn by a human. Nothing much more than that. The TBSS is a 3-body scatter spike. Tells us when the radar hits hail, goes to the surface, comes back up, hits hail, and then comes back to the radar. Very large hail needed for that to happen. Where I go to college, UNC Asheville, in North Carolina. Good. Sirens should be going off here in North Highlands. It's to the north. The storm is to your north. Just a bit. This is Louisiana. In the Central Valley. Hopefully you're drying out over there just a bit. Enjoy the spring. Yep. Don't be scared. Be prepared. You're in San Diego. Nice. Thank you for the support, Lori. Oh, I've seen that one before. Montemati, something like that. Yeah, that one's hard. You guys are silly. Yeah, absolutely. Have a great night in Texas. Hope I helped anyone in Texas prepare for this event today. Hopefully you all found value in that. And hopefully I'm able to help more people here in northern Louisiana as we watch these storms hopefully begin to fall off a bit, but it's not looking like that yet. I did meteorology degree in 4 years, Bachelor of Science, and then all this part of the job is just experience. This is what really gets you. So meteorology is to understand why these things are happening. The degree, I understand the physical processes and the reasons why I can forecast the weather, and understand what's happening when we're nowcasting the weather. And then, actually doing it requires just all of the experience. How'd I meet Ryan? I applied to be a YouTube mod. I told him about myself, and he's like, you should do all of this. I was like, okay. And now I'm here. That was in December 2021. That's when I applied. Were my hardest classes meteorological statistics and partial differential equations in math. Those are very difficult, but I did my best. They canceled your flight. Ooh. Partners in Dallas, happy to help, Jeffrey. Happy to help. Will Northwest Indiana be affected on Tuesday? Yes. Be weather aware. They get good at calculus? Sure. I prefer arithmetic, but Oxford, Mississippi is okay, yeah. You guys are fine. Still tracking south? Yeah. We're watching this go this direction towards Minden. Northeast Texas. Last little bit of strong storms, heavy rain is moving through your area right now. And then that's it. Benton going off again. Hopefully it's all right there, but it's gonna be a little nasty out just for a bit. I don't think there will be a tornado on the ground right now. We can't see too much in terms of the winds over here. You managed to avoid calculus through a doctorate. Props to you. It's a long train. Yeah, still going through there. That's in Georgia, I think. We're not talking about Georgia. There's just trains there. Knoxville? What? You guys aren't even in a thunderstorm risk tomorrow. Maybe Wednesday sometime. I want to be paying attention on Wednesday. I think you're talking about Wednesday. Thank you, Lindsay, for the support. Oh, man. When do I think Idaho will get severe weather? I don't know. When's your usual risk? When's the climatology? Is it summertime? Into the fall? I think they get it quite often in summer and fall, maybe. Memphis on Tuesday? It's probably going to be late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. The risk is focused on Arkansas. Memphis is just outside of the primary risk, but that can change. That can change. So let's play this back a bit so you guys can see where this is going. Things happening in Utah right now. Took me to Minnesota, my partner. Doing the PhD up here. Have I met Al Roker? No. Interesting. Morehouse Parish? I don't know where that is. That up there? Look, oh yeah, Bastrop, that's right. We were just talking about Bastrop. This looks like the storms are going to move through your area right now. The worst part of it's to your south, if you're in Bastrop. It's just causing probably quite a bit of traffic problems along Interstate 20. I'm gonna assist anyone. So if I'm helping wildland firefighters, that's great. If I'm helping the common person, that's great. What is going on in Utah, y'all? What are you talking about? All right, I'll look at it. Utah right now. I better see something. Where can I go? I better see something over here. What is it? What do you want me to look at over here? Ah, some snow. Some mixed precipitation, maybe. Let's take a look. They really wanted me to know over in Utah. I don't see a single report from anywhere in Utah about what's going on here. So if it's raining here in Ogden, and down through the Salt Lake corridor here, then we're good. Definitely snowing up in the mountains, though. Definitely going to snow all the time. And it's probably going to snow for quite some time tomorrow as well. This is the same storm system moving through this area from the Pacific Northwest and is going to reemerge into the plains and cause our severe weather risk on Tuesday and Wednesday. Not mixed precipitation. No way. Utah moment. Snow NATO moment. Is Tulsa going to be in the fun weather Tuesday? I think you're going to be right on the edge of it. So possibly not. Again, I don't see an ongoing tornado from the radar here. We're pretty close, so we should be able to see quite a bit of data here. Nothing tells me that this is ongoing, but please be taking shelter and starting to think about taking shelter down the line into Webster Parish, where Minden is in Louisiana. Minden, Sibley, and so forth. Start thinking about it. Doesn't hurt you. I'm a climatologist, so that's my opinion on climate change. Means I know it's happening. Silly. West Coast atmospheric rivers be more common? Maybe. It just depends on each setup as it happens. All the ingredients have to come together. I'm already looking at the storms here. You're just on a delay. St. Louis arch effect. I briefly heard about that. I have no idea what it is. It sounds silly, though. Yes, I've experienced thunder snow in western North Carolina. Yeah, we did get to 100K. Thank you guys for the grats. We watched it happen live earlier. We did it in 21 days. So hopefully that the severe weather coverage has been, as valuable as it is. Like a big number like that. I hope the stuff that I've been able to do here has been worth that. That's my primary concern. Central Alabama, probably looking at the big storm system is probably going to pass through your area on Wednesday sometime. That is not a political stance. Shaking my head. Yeah, College Station's fine. You might see some lightning off in the distance. You have 21 days. Are we finished with rain this month in SoCal? It's definitely below average now from the Climate Prediction Center. We could take a look at that. The CPC. Below average precipitation expected. Look at this. Look at this graph right here. See this? 6 to 10 days through mid-April here, below rainfall for a lot of a lot for a lot of us. This doesn't mean rain won't happen, but this is our outlook from April 8th to 12th. So maybe some period of warming and sun. Would that be nice? Same thing. Here's the temperature for those same days. Warm. It's warming up on the West Coast. Nice. It's finally going to be spring over there for y'all. It's warming up. And then it's mostly like neutral throughout the rest of the U.S. over here in those same periods. When we get near normal and a little bit below, it's mostly going to be about neutral. Looking in northwest Louisiana at the moment. One more strong storm, maybe two, is going to move through the Shreveport. It's going to be stormy in Shreveport over the next couple hours. I didn't think I was going to be in media, actually. I thought I was going to be working from the back ends in meteorology if I did do work in the sector. I didn't want to be on news, but I'm happy to take it on. I've got experience in broadcasting, so we're all good. Northern Missouri Tuesday, be weather aware. Be weather aware. Columbus, Ohio on Wednesday, be weather aware. It's the area of risk for severe weather is focused on those days in those areas. So the idea there is that if it continues to be that way this far out, we can't tell you what exactly is going to happen. That we will be covering it live. Jonesboro's fine tomorrow. Jonesboro Tuesday, pay attention. It's 97 next Sunday in Phoenix. Yeah, but you live in Phoenix. You know what to expect. Central Indiana Tuesday, late Tuesday night into early Tuesday morning, I think is going to be the time. If it's for Tuesday, you're outside the primary risk. We'll see if that evolves. But I think every single person asked about Tuesday and Wednesday is going to be paying attention on Tuesday and Wednesday. That's good for y'all. This is good, okay? Even if I can't answer every single person, and even if I tell you all the same exact thing, it means you're paying attention. And that, to me, signifies that you're going to be okay. because you actually pay attention. That's a hallmark. That stands out. So pat yourselves on the back too. The important thing here is that we're telling everybody, that beyond the stream who may not be watching these, who may not be watching on Tuesday, who may not be watching on Wednesday. That's the important thing. I have the resources. They don't want me to promote it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. The Ryan Hall Discord, you can find it. You'll be able to find it. We have a bunch of learning resources in there. It's all dedicated into a single spot. So I would seek that out. Hopefully that blanket covers everybody who's asking. The public get the radar maps. Yeah, you talk about this. This is a GR2 analyst. Yes, you can buy it, but it costs a hefty amount. This is what a lot of National Weather Service meteorologists use. It's a lot of what a lot of chasers use. It's one of the most concise ways and also adaptable. So you can add and take away data that you need to look at for your specific application to display this information. But for you probably like things like Radar Omega. We'll give you this same data and a lot more in a format that you can digest much easier. This is like the back-end meteorology people use this. Radar Omega is much more tailored to something you would like to use more than likely. Guys, is El Dorado in Arkansas? They keep asking me about it. If it's in Arkansas, I'm telling you to stay weather aware on Tuesday and to tune into Ryan and I's streams on Tuesday. Is Bossier City okay? Just about to get through it from this first storm up here. But there's going to be more heavy rain moving in occasionally after that. All of Shreveport. It's going to be stormy for a bit. No, right now I don't see much of anything. Like, it's rotating for sure. There's a bunch of interesting wind directions being produced from this at the same time, but I don't see anything concise. El Dorado, Arkansas. So, Tuesday. There is an El Dorado in Oklahoma, too. Yep. There's also one in Kansas. What do you use for warnings? It comes through the radar program, so if you have Radar Omega, you can get the warnings through there. Is there a meteorology school online? Mississippi State has one of the most well thought out ones. Mississippi State University. No, you can get rain without thunderstorms quite often. Future radar can be accurate, can also be heavily inaccurate. It is a guideline more than it is a certainty. Use it as a guideline. North Mississippi is fine. Be weather aware on Wednesday morning. But just have a way to receive warnings, I think. That's probably going to be overnight for y'all over there. Just issued an Outlook via mesoscale discussion? What? Okay, there's like an Outlook upgrade concerning. Is that what it means? Yeah, I watch Retimmer occasionally. Man does great work. He has his PhD in seasonal prediction related to agriculture. El Dorado, right? True. You know, Amy, you should have gone to bed an hour ago, but I'm happy, and I hope I was able to keep you good company, too. Thanks for the support. And thanks for all your work. Thanks for being here. Sorry I didn't let you know ahead of time. You know, things are chaotic, but you already know what's happening on Tuesday, Amy, so there you go. A filter on Radar Omega, you want the correlation coefficient. It might be super res correlation coefficient. It's going to be tough to nail it, though. You have to know when it's happening. Again, this storm over here still tracking along I-20, so Tallulah, Louisiana, Vicksburg, into Jackson, maybe a little bit south of that as well. It's going to see a strong storm moving through ahead of time. Check the new MCD. The weather weenies are on my case. I can't let them down. Is it on the site yet? Issued 4 minutes ago. The page you requested cannot be found, so I have to wait. Okay, yes, it's concerning an Outlook upgrade. 1Z. Wait, what? 1Z? I don't know. I mean, that would be for today, right? That's confusing wording. I'll take a look at it in a second, though. I am ready for warm weather, yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready to get some storms up here in Minnesota. Can I make the map larger? Not really, no. It will remain the same size. No, I've never been to Mississippi. Correlation coefficient means it's the radar's detecting particles, anything in the air that is the same size, so it's uniformity. So when you have a 2x4 flying in the air, and you also have a cow, and you also have a shingle from your roof, that's not uniform. That's why we see the correlation coefficient used in those cases, or when you have small and large hail together. Thanks for the congrats. Winchester, Tennessee is fine. All right, can I see this? I can. Ah, there we go. Nice. So we're gonna have an Outlook upgrade. Oh yeah, okay, I see. So the remainder of tonight will have a higher severe risk, a slight severe risk issued. Here, let's look at that actually. We can talk about that. So for tonight, there is a slight risk upgrade coming out for down here towards Mobile. So this area down here is going to be upgraded to a slight risk or a 2 out of 5 from the Storm Prediction Center because of this guy right here. And these ones back here. I've been saying it a couple times today. It's called a mesoscale convective system, an MCS. And they are self-sustaining quite often, and that means that all of this area where they travel along, expected by the Storm Prediction Center, will be upgraded for damaging winds. So expect it to be stormy tonight through Jackson, maybe as far north as Meridian, down through Hattiesburg and towards Mobile. Not surprising. MCS moment. So if you look at it, the storm over here is what is prompting that upgrade. It's gonna So let me just tell you that this right here, there's gonna be a severe thunderstorm warning, like that, throughout the night. Next few hours. I will not be on to cover that. But you can basically expect this to be severe at some point as it travels through those areas. It's just going to have warnings along with it. Right now, we're waiting for this last tornado warning to expire, though. Be weather aware in Youngstown on Wednesday. That's eastern Ohio. I know it. Yeah. Hopefully this expires and we don't have a new tornado warning issued. Yep, that's there's that slight risk going through. Yeah, it's gonna go all the way maybe to Pensacola. You have to apply yourself, Zachary. Apply yourself if you want to. You just got to be in where people are, you know? You just got to be in where people are. If you're aspiring, if you want to learn more in meteorology, it's in where people are and don't be afraid to ask questions. West New York, Wednesday? Yep. There will be severe over there. It's a little far out to tell you exactly what. It's expected, though, so be weather aware. In Bossier City, it looks like the storm that's prompted the tornado warning has passed you there in Shreveport. But it's going to be you don't have to be in your safe spot probably for the rest of this. This is just going to be more heavy rain. No, Baton Rouge is fine. It's going to be well east of you. How bad will hurricane season be? I don't know. It might be lesser. Might be lesser this year because we have the El Nino starting up for the Atlantic Basin. Hopefully we get less hurricanes as a result. But that's just one part of everything. North Georgia, you'll be fine. Storms will eventually make it to you as the entire thing sweeps through the nation sometime on Wednesday. We'll be okay, though. Yeah, Nacogdoches can go to bed. Southern Illinois, be weather aware on Tuesday. Yeah, Texas basically is completely done. Just this guy down here that's petering out over time. Midas is upstairs. Show the forecast for severe weather in South Haven. Man. So many people. So many people. We have no tornado warnings anymore. So let's quickly go over the risks again. This is going to be the last time I do this today, okay? Last time I do this, and then we can call it. So let me show you. Today, these storms right here on Radar Omega, I'm looking at it. They're going to pass down south and eventually toward the south and east, toward Mobile. So damaging wind all the way through here, maybe a couple tornado warnings as we go. So have a way to receive warnings into the morning hours, all the way towards Pensacola, all right? Tomorrow, everywhere is just in a day before the day. Everywhere in the green here, day before the day. This is Sunday. So marginal severe weather expected up here to the Midwest, in Dallas, in the Deep South. Tuesday, here's your risk areas. Everyone in the orange and the yellow, Tuesday, right in here. Be paying attention. Be weather aware on Tuesday. You can see how that slices right through Memphis. The severe weather is mostly going to be just west of you, but this can shift just a little bit, so be weather aware. The timing is going to be something like this, okay? So the timing is going to be like this. The 3-hour increments, or 1-hour increments. Okay, so from west to east, just like you're used to. Storms will be much earlier over here in the afternoon to evening hours. Storms will be overnight as they go this direction here in Arkansas. Same thing up there. Afternoon hours, development is expected through the evening to overnight this direction. Probably overnight once it's over here into Indiana. Southern Wisconsin also weather aware. And then day 4, if it lets me show it. Sometimes it doesn't. Nope. Doesn't let me show it this time, but I'll draw it in for you. I'll use my own yellow marker here. So the day 4 risk, that's pink. Day 4 risk is expected severe weather in this area from the Storm Prediction Center. Just like this. This is day 4. And going up here through southern, southeastern Ontario. So western New York, Pittsburgh, western Pennsylvania, most all of Ohio, east of Indianapolis, east of Lansing through Detroit, and up here into southern and southeastern Ontario as far as Ottawa. That is for Wednesday. All of those people are paying attention to Wednesday. Thank you for the support, y'all. So on Tuesday, Ryan and I will be streaming. Both of us will be streaming. It's Tuesday, April 4th. Wednesday, we'll see. On Wednesday, we'll see if both of us are streaming. If not, then hopefully that risk is, staying on the lower end of things. But there we go. What happened earlier today? We had one confirmed tornado earlier today, and I think we might stay at 1, but we'll see if there's another tornado reported any time. That's what happened earlier today, and a bunch of hail reports. So we verified on the lower end of things, which is wonderful. I cover Ontario? Will on Wednesday if I'm there. We will on Wednesday. The warnings are custom graphics. Run on a server by our tech team in the back end, so unfortunately you're going to have to know how to code to replicate it. Takes a lot. We're very thankful for the team to be able to have such a concise and good, easy to use things like that. Easy for you guys to digest it. And there was still some shear in place, but yeah. Yes, Canada has the ECCC, Environmental Center something Canada. Sorry. That wasn't a diss. They do important work. The ECCC. Thank you all for the support. Yes, New Jersey did have tornadoes yesterday, as did Delaware. So please have a way to receive warnings, of course. And I'll leave you guys with that, all right? Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for 100K. Hope I helped. Hope I made it worth your while. And I'm glad that it was on the lower end of things today. Be ready for severe thunderstorms along I-20 and all the way down towards Hattiesburg and Mobile. Other than that, you're good. So have a great night, y'all. Have a great night. That painting is 2 foxes. See? They're nice and cute. Thanks for being here. Happy to have you all. Good job to the mods and good job to everybody for getting the information out to anyone who needed it. If you were watching and relaying it, that's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. So let's all take some time to do some, have some relaxation and treat ourselves tonight. Get yourselves a hot beverage and stay chill. We will be back on Tuesday and Wednesday. All right. Have a good night, y'all. See you then, unfortunately. See you then.